Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
This is Mick Shots, streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app. Now, here are Bill Jones, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
It's a fabulous Fight Song Friday here on Mick Shots.
Did you forget where you were, Bill?
No, I was just waiting for my fight song.
All right, I'm sorry. That delay scared me. I thought you were
No, I think Producer Supreme was, though. Yeah. Hopefully the Cowboys don't false start on Sunday night in Pittsburgh.
And end with a crescendo, just like that song.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Welcome to another edition of Mick Shots on what is a fabulous Fight Song Football Friday inside the SWBC podcast studio. We've got football players on a football field with shorts on today. We've got Mickey Spagnola, the star of the show. We've got Everson Walls, who's just helping support Mickey in any way that he can.
Any way that I can. I'm here for Mickey.
And here we are. And here we go.
And one of the Everson Walls, one of the 60 semifinalists for the Pro
right. Oh, we have
Football
breaking news.
Hall of Fame.
Breaking news right off the
60.
top.
He's in the top 60.
Oh, man. And you know what? I wouldn't be as excited about it this year if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't even get a sniff last year. And that was kind of surprising because I have people who kind of out there fighting for me.
Right.
You know, everybody's got their own little camp. And the guy in my camp, and it's no secret, Gary Myers, he was ready to fight for me last year. Okay, after we get through this, then we're going to have this going on. Man, we didn't even get to that. So I'm like, wow, that's disappointing.
I don't know. I don't understand why it changes year to year. It's not like you have any fewer interceptions or more interceptions
and
now than what you
nothing
did
else
2
I can
years
do
ago.
from here, right? I'm done.
Well, I don't know now.
done.
Maybe Mick Shots is not good enough. We need to get on TV. You know?
Well, if they don't know about me now, Spags, oh, damn, where have they been?
So,
but you know what? That's a thought with all the young reporters out there nowadays, older guys like myself, we get
that's what changes.
More and more pushed to the back.
Well, it's a good thing that they have a separate committee for the seniors. And Everson's among Cowboys, Ralph Neely, Ed Too Tall Jones, Harvey Martin, Leroy Jordan, and Everson Walls.
That's a nice little crew. I take those guys with me.
There's a lot of guys on that list that I was a little surprised that
they're not already in.
Lester Hayes.
Yeah, man.
Where was it was a linebacker. Tommy Nobis. He was pretty good.
Atlanta.
Right.
Texas Longhorn.
Yeah. Was he?
Yes.
Wow. I never knew that.
Yep.
And I'm
He's a stud, man.
Alamo Heights High School in San Antonio.
Wow.
And I'm surprised by this one
I would know his high
because
school.
I'm surprised by this one because I think every Steeler player who played in the 70s is in the Hall of Fame, L.C. Greenwood.
The late L.C. Greenwood.
The late L.C. Greenwood.
He's a Black College Hall of Fame inductee. I was on the board that helped vote him in back in the day when he was still alive. One of those sharpest dressers you ever want to be around. And he was pretty iconic. So, yeah, he walked around as if he was already in the Hall of Fame. I can tell you that much.
So you thought Lester Hayes is already in?
Well,
he and his 39 interceptions in his career.
Sticky hands.
Yeah.
He and his 39 interceptions in his career.
Yeah.
18 fewer than someone in this room
Wow.
right now.
Crazy.
Who had 57 interceptions in his career.
Did he have more than one Super Bowl?
He 2-time Super Bowl champion.
2-time Super Bowl
Yes,
champion. Yeah.
that's right.
And the mascot, Bill, for Alamo Heights? Go ahead.
The Mules.
Very nice.
Wow, you knew that? You knew that?
That's what I'm talking about.
Alamo Heights Mules.
Well, I guess it's kind of hard to forget that. if you ever know it.
That's the hard part is ever knowing it.
Wow.
What about Jim Plunkett?
What about him?
Well,
He's on that list?
yeah.
You know the problem that you have with the old versus the new, well, older versus not so old, is the numbers back then.
You can't do that.
You can't, especially with a quarterback.
Right.
When you start talking about the numbers that they have, it was a matter of the importance that they had to that team, to that era as well. And, of course, Super Bowl wins always goes with those guys that we're thinking about from the past, from the way past. Plunkett, 2-time Super Bowl winner as well. That matters as much as his numbers. Joe Namath, you look at Joe's numbers, compared to now, there's no comparison to what Joe Namath did back then versus now. But it was the impact that he had on the league at that time. So a lot of those guys, because the NFL kind of still in its infancy, they meant more to the game than just numbers. That's the way I look at it.
Ever tell you my Tommy Nobis story?
No.
When he was at Atlanta, so I was my first job out of college, and I was getting to cover the Falcons home games, and I don't remember what happened in the game, but I wanted to talk to Tommy Nobis. So he's at his locker, getting undressed, and he's got this eye black. It's smeared all over his face, right? And he had like a marine cut for his hair. And in his locker, he had one of these goofy-looking, I don't know if it was coconut or what, but it was a skull with long hair draped at it. And I took one look, and I said, yeah, I think I'll go talk to somebody else. Scared the hell out of me,
much
right?
for you.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that, right?
I thought maybe a voodoo skull.
And you already knew he was a badass, right? And tough guy. And I was like, you're going to go ask somebody else.
I wonder what that represented for him.
I don't know, but it was strange.
The fact that he put that in the locker.
Can
crazy stories about him, Bill, that you know of?
Well, can I make a correction? That this is a lot for me to do this, to admit a mistake. But Tommy Nobis did not go to Alamo Heights.
Oh, come on, man.
He went to Thomas Jefferson
impressed.
High School.
In Dallas.
Thomas Jefferson High School in San Antonio. San Antonio Jefferson High School. The Mustangs, by the way.
Okay.
We will excuse you.
Okay.
Golly, man. I don't know if I excuse him on that, man.
And
You know what? I give you love because you could have just run with that. And we never would have known any different, but I give you love. I give you love on that.
and the number 60 that he wore at the University of Texas, it's a prime number.
Yeah.
That historic number at University of Texas. They don't give out number 60 very often. Although Brian Jones got it. Brian Jones of CBS Sports fame.
Really?
When he played at Texas, he wore number 60.
Was he that good?
He was a good player. Yeah.
Was he worthy of
He
the
wasn't
60?
Tommy Nobis. Even if Brian was sitting here today, I would in this studio today, he would admit, no, I wasn't Tommy Nobis, but he got to wear number 60 at Texas.
And it's pretty big in Atlanta.
Yep.
I don't know if
Mr.
anybody
Falcon,
else wears
he's
it, but
considered.
when I see 60, I always think of him.
And
Not Tyler Guyton.
No. Well, it's got to be the right,
Right.
the right
Got you.
team. Yeah.
Right. Got you.
All right. How about the football last night?
Oh, my.
And how about the baseball last night? Okay, first off, Mickey came in here talking about what a game, and Pete Alonso hit the home run of the ninth inning to win it for the Mets. Enough of Mets talk, okay?
That's enough.
How about, speaking of the Falcons, and how they pulled that one out last night. Boy, what a bad loss for Tampa Bay.
Yes.
I mean, they had that thing, and they were going to be 4-1 on the season, in command in that division, and the Falcons were going to be 2-3, and now just
Tied
it's a
for
two-game
first.
swing. They're 3-2. Both of them are 3-2.
I love it. I love it. The parity in this league right now is very good. You got teams like Atlanta. I would hope the Cowboys could be in there. Tampa. There's going to be a mesh there, of teams that fighting it out at the end of the season. And I'm just hoping the Cowboys are a part of that, because when you start looking at the conference, golly, man, all the records are so similar. Nobody's stepping out and saying, okay, I got control of this.
But how about throwing the winning touchdown pass to a guy that came in because the other guy was hurt?
Right.
Kadero Hodge.
With a K, by the way.
London could not have made that play. He would have.
Well, he wouldn't have pulled away like that.
That's what I mean. He could not have made that play.
When he started running and I saw it, I'm going, okay, well, that's nice. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're not going to catch him.
You have no football instincts.
He ran right
I knew
past
as
him.
soon as he broke the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could see it. That seam right up the middle. And
they
split those safeties.
They weren't going to catch
those
him.
backup safeties for Tampa Bay. Had no chance.
The practice squad safety.
That's right. Got elevated for the game. They're getting demoted now.
Yeah, they are. We're looking for somebody else.
And hey, guess where Kadero?
509.
Do you know where Kadero Hodge went to college?
No.
Prairie View A&M.
You are lying. Man, my dad is rolling over in his grave right now. That's his school. That's his alma mater.
Prairie View. He went to Alcorn State, then Hines Community College, and then Prairie View A&M.
What a story.
Mm-hmm.
What a story.
29 years old.
Wow, really?
He was a kind of a special teams guy, I think.
Yep.
That's
think
why
he'll get some more
he
time?
made it in the league, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I can say about the Falcons, I love Kirk Cousins and his consistency during the regular season. His wide receivers are always open. There are no tight windows to throw it in. They all come back to the ball very well. And every time you look up, even if it's a intermediate pass, they seem to have a step or they seem to anticipate well how to come and meet the ball for Kirk Cousins. I saw it all night long, and I've seen it a couple of games from Atlanta this year.
Well, how open on 2 touchdown passes was Mike Evans, though?
Man.
How do you forget to cover him?
I don't know, man.
How does that happen? That doesn't happen when we watch games. Or it doesn't happen for the Cowboys.
He makes me nervous.
Mike Evans does?
Good player. Good player. Got a lot of heart.
So you don't want to cover him?
It'd be tough. We get into a fight.
How about Sterling Shepard getting a touchdown last night?
That's nice. That's nice.
Hey, good for him.
Old school, right?
Yep.
His dad, was that his dad that passed on?
Derek, yep.
That's right. Played with him during the strike year.
Yep. When I think it was when Sterling was about 6 years old, his dad, I believe, he was coaching at Wyoming and playing racquetball and died of a heart attack. And
That's
really
right.
sad.
Died of a heart. We were talking about. I was with Pup last night, Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
And we were talking about all of that last night. I was trying to let them know that when I grew up, I went to Odessa, Texas.
That's the Shepards are legendary in Odessa.
I have cousins out there. It's the first place I flew to when I was a kid on Braniff Airlines. And I was 9 years old, maybe 12. I went twice, but 9 years old. And I met this cute little girl. Looked like, I fell in love with her at 9 years old, 10 years old. I was in love. If I'm not mistaken, that was Derek's mom.
Okay.
That was not Derek's mom, but the one that played last night.
Sterling's mom.
Sterling's mom was, if I'm not mistaken, her name is Renee.
Okay.
And man, she's the prettiest thing ever. But her brother was my best friend at the time. His name was Tony Ford.
Okay.
So that was my little story about.
Well, the Shepards, Derek Shepard, and then there was Daryl Shepard and Woody Shepard.
Yes.
Yeah. Who were all stud athletes. Daryl played quarterback at OU too.
I played racquetball with Shep Dog, as they called him.
Yeah.
He
He
was
wouldn't
with the
shut up.
Cowboys.
He wouldn't shut up. He
Yeah.
talked all the time. He was fun.
He talked to me. They had 3 people, and it was like I was walking by, and he goes, "Come on, you're my partner." And I
He's
said,
good. He was a
I
good
can't
dude.
play. I said, I don't have tennis shoes on. He goes, "Dad, take your shoes off. I got you covered. We just need another body." I went out there and played, and he was pretty darn
He
good.
made 1989 fun.
Yeah.
Because other than that, it was no fun. But he made it fun. Yeah, he's missed.
All right. So how about this Cowboys Steelers, and what do we know new this morning?
I don't know if it's new. I mean, it's from yesterday, but Trayvon Diggs was limited in practice yesterday. He had nicked his ankle up, whatever that means, and we'll see where it is on Saturday, because today's just a kind of a walkthrough. So they actually have a semi-practice tomorrow. They still
I'm sure
got.
he won't be doing.
I'm sure he's
He'll
not.
Be working on the ankle, right?
rehab or getting treatment. Kalen Carson is still limited. McCarthy said yesterday that yesterday would be a big day. I think he did most everything, just not maybe as many reps as normal. So that's a good sign that he should be able to get back from the ankle deal. And other than that, other than dehydration, I guess it was pretty hot out there.
Yeah.
I remember somebody in the locker room saying, "Man, that was tough." So
Will McClay said that. I was doing, after practice yesterday, Will came to the TV studio and we tape a segment for the Mike McCarthy show, and he was talking about, man, it was hot out there. He had to go sit down after practice, being out there for 2 hours, and not, of course, me being a smart butt. I'm like, well, it says here it's only 91 degrees. And,
well, the 91 this time of year, you're not ready for it.
He pointed at the buildings. You see that building there with all those windows, and you see this building, and it's like
95.
The other day when we went out there for practice, and it was like 3:30, I think it must have been Monday because they had the long weekend, and we went out there for practice, and we're not used to standing out there for practice that late in the afternoon, and I'm out there. And it's like I'm blinded. I can't see. The sun was right in my face, and I was saying, man, look at this. And somebody goes, yeah, look at the reflection coming off that glass building.
So the Cowboys are well prepared for those late afternoon drives where they're going into the sun at AT&T
I mean,
Stadium.
it was blinding, I'll tell you.
You know what? And to that point, and I've been here in July or August and walked out the front door of right by the atrium here, the main entrance to the Star, and I swear that's the hottest place on the planet.
Really?
Because it's, just the reflection coming off the big buildings and stuff
And
just
the concrete
makes
and
it
the
more.
Well, it said air, and plus, it's even without that, it says air quality alert to 6:15.
Oh, I shouldn't have been out there then.
So this is today. So yesterday, I'm sure it wasn't even bad.
And I think Mike's biggest concern, everybody's talking about the field or the rain because it's like 50, 60% chance of thunderstorms in the evening on Sunday. The wet ball deal, and his concern is having the right shoes on, the right cleat length for the field, and to make sure his guys test out because it's grass and it's supposed to rain in the afternoon. Now, maybe they have a tarp that covers the field. Who knows? But you got to have the right size cleats on to make sure you've got good footing. Did you guys switch your cleats? Or was that?
We switched our cleats for really just any bad field. The only time I really remember it being important was the San Francisco game. But
you're below sea level there.
Just a horrible field. I had never experienced anything like that to where I had to change my cleats at halftime. And, one thing about wearing the longer cleats, okay, you might have a little bit more better footing. But then with some of those guys, who was very muscular and track guys and all that kind of stuff, they would start to cramp up because the cleats would stick. It's
harder.
Yeah, the cleats are sticking into the ground. The cleats are like an inch high. It's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough. And then I don't know how many times I got my hand stepped on by one of those. It looked like it was a dagger in my hand, just for trying to make a tackle.
Those things we had in high school, they were huge, right? And then they had like metal on the bottom of the rubber.
Well, now they were hard plastic when we came.
Hard plastic.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the weather, 40% chance of rain in Pittsburgh right now.
But for Sunday evening, last I checked last night, it had like 50, 60%. That changes all the time. This is when I knew I didn't like playing football. Those shoes, and you get your foot stepped on, it hurt so bad. And I said, I don't think I'm cut out for this.
And I think it always gets the little baby, the pinky toe.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like it always hits the pinky toe. Those really hurt.
You play with metal spikes?
I don't know what they were, but they hurt.
I think before they came with the hard plastic. I don't know. They seem like metal to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. When we come back here on Mixed Shots, what Jerry Jones said about the Cowboys' rookie wide receiver that might have an edge of excitement for Cowboys fans for Sunday night's game.
Next on Mix Shots.
Mm-hmm. Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine says...
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 calories and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer.
Back to Mixed Shots.
Head to AT&T Stadium to experience Rally Day presented by SeatGeek on Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium, autographs from the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, ticket giveaways, games, and more. Visit AT&TStadium.com/rallydays to get your tickets today.
All right, we're getting ready for Sunday Night Football, Cowboys and the Steelers. Of course, the Cowboys will be without Brandon Cooks, who's coming back from the knee infection that occurred earlier in the week. And so who steps up at wide receiver for this team? Mickey, has the rookie wide receiver been available in the locker room this week?
I believe he was.
Anybody ask him how you pronounce his last name?
No, I don't think so. I think everybody knows now, thanks to you.
We need to get to the bottom of it. Thanks to Babe Loffenberg, who, thanks to the Cowboys Media Guide, which
That's
first
right.
had it,
has it, right?
Apparently correctly. But I still would like to hear Ryan Flanoy say it himself.
Say his own name.
Right. But Cowboys owner Jerry Jones on Ryan Flanoy this morning on 105.3 The Fan. Would you like to hear the quote?
Yes.
I'm anxious to see him make his first catch with the Dallas Cowboys. He may be something special for us on a personal basis. He's got Des Bryant stuff to him. Boy, is he an athlete. I'm glad to see him get this opportunity. He could show out.
Really?
Well,
what do you think of that?
He did in training camp. It seemed like daily he made a play that you go, oh, okay. Preseason, if I remember correctly, then he had like a hamstring or something, slowed him down. But he hasn't played yet in the regular season. So this will be the first game he's active. He's been one of the inactives first 4 games, I believe. So interesting to see. He's a larger wide receiver, but he's got speed.
Okay.
Was he the guy Wake Forest? Where did he go to? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, he's Southeast Missouri State.
Oh, that's right. Why did I have Wake Forest in my mind? Anyway, it'll be interesting to see because he had a pretty good rapport with Dak in practice in training camp, and he's good
4.44 speed. Pre-draft measurables for Ryan Flanoy.
6'1", 6'2"?
6 foot and 3/4 inches tall, so
Okay,
rounded off to 6'1", 202.
And he looks
39.5 vertical, 11-foot broad jump, and 19 bench reps. Strong guy, too.
That's nice.
not bad, right?
That's nice for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
one thing I was on a show last night with Clarence Hill, and we were talking about 40 yards times and things of that nature. But there's one thing you have to remember. There are some guys, because they started talking about my lack of speed. And they said, what'd you run? I said, my best was a 4.6. But I'm pretty sure when the ball was in the air, I think I was a little bit faster. And there are a lot of people like that. Game speed is different from how your 40 time. And, to me, Dez was one of those guys that, his 40 time was one thing, but you put that ball in the air, either it's a 50-50 ball or he's going to outrace him to the ball. Michael Irvin as well, another guy that had game speed, even though his 40 time did not depict it.
well, a lot of times the 40 speed has all to do with your start.
Yeah.
Right? Well, when you're playing football, you're kind of running already, and then all of a sudden, I got to run faster.
Yeah.
And just like a wide receiver.
You're using momentum.
Like a receiver or a running back when someone's chasing you.
Yeah.
Or in the neighborhood, when the big guy's chasing you, you run a lot faster.
Right. When the bully's on your back.
That's right. Let me go.
Oh, man. But no, I think you would hope that we have some players like that because to me it shows how much you want it. You can run fast for the clock, but how much do you want that ball when it's in the air versus the other guy?
So it'll be interesting because I think he'll get an opportunity. Obviously, Jalen Brooks and Kevontae Turpin. And I just think they need to get Turpin going. My thought is if you put him in the slot on the same side CD is outside, if they want a double CD, then he should
be another option.
Be single coverage, right? Can't double everybody. And they got to respect his speed. So maybe they back off and just get him the ball and let him go. Get some run after catch. But, I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting how much they'll rely on Tolbert to be the number 2 guy.
Well, that's another thing we talked about last night, and we kind of got into it because I looked at the media, of course you guys not included, being so pessimistic about possibilities. I was always of the mindset that I'm not going to let you determine how good I am. So if I'm a practice squad player coming up, let's say I just didn't get the right shot, I wasn't with the right team. We look at them as, here we go. We got all these practice squad, like we just joked about with the safeties. Well, at one point, you got to have a Michael Downs out there that says, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm going to play the way I play, and I'm going to be good at it. Where are those guys? That's the guys I want to see coming off our practice squad. I get it. They're practice squad players, but then I also got it. Michael Downs went to Rice University. I also understand Michael Downs was an undrafted free agent. He came from a program that he probably won 1 game or maybe 2 in his entire career in football. He comes to the Cowboys and he turns it out in training camp right away. That's the kind of guys I want to see out there. Guys that I'm not believing the narrative. I know what I can do. So I want to see some surprises out there coming from that practice squad.
And the Cowboys' history is littered with those type players.
So that's why I tell them I am optimistic about guys before I'm pessimistic. And of course, with the media, we're going to be a little bit more pessimistic before we are optimistic. So we got into that conversation last night, and it's something I truly have passion for. There's got to be some guys out there that says, I'm not going to let you control my narrative. And I'm hoping we can find some of those guys.
And you better be ready when the opportunity arrives.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just like Kadarius Hodge was ready when his opportunity arose last night.
We're watching the game and arguing about that topic as we watch the game. So,
Or think about Larry Brown, drafted in 12th round.
TCU.
When Jimmy got bored with the draft and they got to the 12th pick, and he was like, yeah, just get somebody close, save money so Jerry doesn't have to fly him in. Okay, we'll take this corner from TCU.
And I wouldn't say he's great, but damn, he was solid. He's a guy that you could depend on to make plays.
And he ended up earning a starting job after
he
was
ended
ready
up being a Super Bowl MVP.
Yes. Well, I was going to start from the beginning.
Yeah, we wanted to build up. Right? So that was our conversation.
So that's why I say we'll see. We don't know.
We don't know.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out about.
And I'm hoping we're surprised.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sort of surprised, other than the missed tackle with Kalen Carson. He was. Was he the Wake Forest guy? Why do I have Wake Forest in my mind?
Kalen Carson was Wake Forest.
Let's get that out of the way. Get Wake Forest out of the way.
Yeah. 5th round pick was Wake Forest.
Right, yeah.
6th round pick for Illinois was Southeast Missouri State.
Southeast Missouri State.
Now we got it together. Can we continue with the show?
And we're going to continue with our picks to win and our picks to click when Mick Shots continues in a moment on a fabulous Fight Song Football Friday.
The Medal of Honor is our country's highest military award for valor in combat. More than 40 million individuals have served in the armed forces since the Civil War. Fewer than 4,000 have received the Medal of Honor. The National Medal of Honor Museum will be a place to preserve these legacies and inspire America. It's being built right next door to the Dallas Cowboys in Texas. Help us honor our country's greatest heroes. Learn more and get involved at mohmuseum.org.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
Back to Mick Shots.
Celebrate the best of the autumn season with the Wrangler Fall Fest at the Star in Frisco. Join us on Saturday, October 19th, for a day full of fall fun for the entire family. Enjoy live country music.
Fall fun for the family
on a fabulous Fight Song Football Friday.
Hang out in the beer garden, and compete in Western-inspired games. Plus, capture fall photo ops, savor seasonal bites, and enjoy Wrangler shopping. Admission and parking is free. Visit thestardistrict.com for more info.
We got some breaking news here, and we kick off our last segment of Mick Shots for the week. Mike McCarthy has a conference call going on right now with the media.
Yes.
So here it is, the breaking news. Mike McCarthy said rookie cornerback Kalen Carson is coming along slowly. McCarthy on cornerback Trayvon Diggs. Just being smart with Trayvon, I feel pretty good about where he is. Everything points to him probably going Sunday night.
And, when it's a Sunday night, you kind of feel optimistic about it.
More time.
More time, right? Exactly. So, yeah.
So do you think they will both be listed as questionable on the injury report today? Mickey? Hello, Mickey. He was looking at. He was watching.
No,
ESPN.
I saw the Cowboys. Now they are. Should they?
The question on the screen.
What about
is,
the Ravens? What about
the question on the screen
Eagles?
on ESPN is: should Cowboys pursue Davante Adams? That's why Mickey was distracted and couldn't answer my question about.
Why is it always the Cowboys?
Because everyone wants to play for the Cowboys, Spags.
No, they want to give it to the Cowboys because they can put that star up there and they get people to pay attention like they got me.
Yeah, that's true. They sure did have you.
A second-round pick plus. That's what he's saying Vegas would consider for Davante Adams.
Second-round pick and additional compensation.
Yeah.
Is
okay,
that doable?
Are you giving
You're
up
the
a
numbers guy,
second-round?
Spags. Is that doable?
That part's okay. It's the $13.7 million that it's going to suck from the cap.
And what is this team right now?
Yeah. What is it? Are they one player away from going to the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Who, us?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, then you don't do that.
That's one of the most important things to consider on this.
Yeah.
Check back with us when we get closer to the trade deadline.
Yeah. Talk to me.
And see where we are after this.
After
when is
the
trade deadline?
Early November.
They pushed it back.
Like probably mid-November. Week 10, something like that.
You can just arbitrarily push something back. You just do that.
Well, the league did.
They did
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I know, but
because they figured it was too soon.
No, they didn't like yesterday push it back. They did it the spring meetings. Let's push this back.
Looks like we got a lot of stuff going on.
So to answer my question, you expect Carson and Diggs to be listed as questionable on the injury report today, which is mean they likely will go. If you're listed as doubtful, that usually means you're out.
Because they'll be questionable, and then you can change it on Saturday.
So will Parsons be listed as doubtful or out?
He's going to be listed as doubtful to out.
You don't. It's one or the other.
Well, you can do both. It doesn't matter.
But you can't. No, it's either doubtful
gives
or out.
you at least wiggle room.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
He just means the diagnosis, not the final.
Will there be wiggle room?
He's out. He's out.
You're going to list him as out.
Yes.
But the Cowboys will list him as
doubtful, just to keep them on their toes.
Okay.
Interesting. I like that.
You don't have to be totally truthful.
All right, it's time for our weekly picks here. And Everson Walls, you are first up.
We talked about this last night. Of course, I was the only one that was optimistic about it.
Was this a show that we can watch somewhere that you're
it was online.
Just,
it was online.
Okay.
We were at this Kevin Smith's lounge, the Echo Lounge.
Okay.
Which is in Carrollton.
All right.
And it's right off of Midway and Rosemead.
Why did I just
really
read
nice.
something about Echo?
Yeah, it was with 2 Ks. Echo, 2 Ks.
Huh.
And it's a really nice place. Good food. I had some catfish last night. They
knew how to cook it?
Yes, they did. But they jacked me up for my wings, man. I wanted those lemon pepper wings, and they forgot to give it to me. I knew my bag felt light, but I got home and I was kind of disappointed. But the food was good.
Carrollton,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really nice, right off of George Bush Parkway. And I talked to them about the Cowboys winning, of course. I'm looking at some field goals. So I said 20-23. Cowboys are going to win.
That's our favorite score.
I pick that score every week.
And I was considering it, too.
I've picked it every week.
All right, hold on. I'll go 26-20.
All right.
How about that?
Okay.
I'll go 26-20. Cowboys win.
In overtime on a touchdown pass?
No overtime,
okay.
But we will be amazed once again by how well Aubrey plays. I'm looking for him to kick three field goals, probably all of them over 50 yards.
Okay.
That's how specific I'm
getting. Okay, you get to 26 with 3 field goals. So how do they get that's still off of field.
Is it off
I think
a
you got
bit?
4 field goals.
I got 4
probably.
field goals. Let's go. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, but your pick to click is
Aubrey.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We almost need to just take Aubrey off the board.
That's almost like a Michael Parsons thing from a couple of years ago.
If you've won a Player of the Month award like Aubrey did for September, we'll let you take him because he is on a bad streak right now. He missed one in a row.
Yeah. He's 0 for 1.
So 50 plus. Yeah.
Remember, kickers always say you just want to go 1 for 1.
Okay, so Mickey, you're next up.
What's the click to pick?
It's the Mick to pick.
Mick, hey, I like that. Mick to pick.
Mick to pick.
What you picking?
You got a pick?
Mick,
oh no, man. Go ahead on.
Wait, Mickey, who did you pick last week?
He don't know. He too old. He don't know.
Nate in Frisco has joined us here.
Did I take CD?
No, but who did you pick to win the game last week?
Oh, I picked him to lose.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I'm on a 3-game losing streak.
Not the ultimate protector. Not this is why the Cowboys can't do this. This is why the Cowboys can't do that.
When was the last time you picked him to lose, Mickey?
Before
last.
I don't know. I just said
them to lose.
After the way they played against Baltimore, I said I will not pick them to win until they win a game.
Well, Baltimore wasn't as bad as the Saints.
They came back against Baltimore, made it a 3-point game. They showed some fight.
We could have won that game. All we had to do was stop them.
Actually, if you think about how they played in the last 5 quarters, it's been pretty good.
It has been pretty good.
It was those other 3.
It has.
So you're picking them to win.
I'm picking them to win.
Okay.
24-21.
Okay.
Which happened to be the score of the last time I ever picked the game perfectly. 24-21.
In 1984?
91.
Okay.
They beat Washington.
That's the last time.
Washington.
Wait.
Yes.
The last time you picked a game perfectly was 1991.
How many times have you got the score right? How many times have you got the score right?
Hey, we can always lie about
Let
that.
me tell you why what you said is monumental. Because you remembered it. Like it was something big. If you wouldn't have said that, he wouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? He said it was 1991. And I picked the score perfect. I mean, you did that.
Yeah, he busted
And Bill's
himself.
going to make sure I told the truth, right?
Wait, I've got to.
Now you finished.
I'm going to check. We're going to do a fact check. We're going to fact check to see if there was a 24-21 win in 1991.
Michael Irvin caught the winning touchdown.
Oh, the Tampa Bay game.
No.
Oh, okay.
In that game, he beat Darrell Green one-on-one.
Yes,
Yep, at Washington, November 24th, 1991, a date that will live in infamy. Mickey picked one to exactly right.
Threw the pass because Troy had sprained his knee.
And there was the start of a 6-game win streak.
That's right. And I also picked Michael Irvin to be the pick to click, too.
In that game?
Yes.
The perfect day. When did you lose your job with the Times Herald?
Was it because
next
of that?
week?
Shortly after that?
Was it because of that?
When's the New Orleans game?
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Wow.
It didn't save the paper.
All right, so you're picking a Cowboys win.
Cowboys win.
I'd go 24-21. It worked for you in 1991. You might as well do it again.
See, we'll ride that score. And you know what? Here's my surprise pick to click.
Okay.
It's going to be Ezekiel Elliott.
Talk to me.
2 touchdowns.
You saw what he loves playing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns. Going with history.
He had 3 touchdowns in Pittsburgh last time, including the game winner with 9 seconds left.
We talked about that, yeah.
I got it. And you know why I remember that? On Monday night, Sports, Dale Hansen said, well, we didn't need to really go and watch the game. Mickey Spagnola told you what was going to happen beforehand.
No lie. That's good.
Well, that was big stuff in 1991.
That's right.
Yeah, people were actually watching television, local television sports back then.
Don't dismiss yourself.
I came in here expecting to pick the Steelers to win. I had it 19-16 Steelers, but I'm motivated to turn that around. You've motivated me with your 4 field goal prediction from Brandon Aubrey, and the Cowboys are going to win 19-16 now.
He better have them long cleats so his plant foot doesn't slip with all those field goals.
That is. Yep. And my pick to click, Cavante Turpin.
Mm-hmm.
They need that to be the pick to click.
Are we talking receivership or are we talking?
Whatever way he gets to the end zone. That one touchdown is going to be scored by Cavante Turpin.
There you go.
So there you go. All right, and Nate's got Cowboys by 1.
Yes, sir. And Isaiah Stanback, how is he always getting escorted? I
thought he had a job.
I mean,
he must have forgotten his stuff.
He can get on NFL Network, but he can't break into the star.
Nate just found
Bill's boy.
Isaiah Stanback badge on the floor here in the podcast studio.
That's Bill's boy, man. That's his.
Does it say
like you Mickey's boy? So you didn't tell everybody how Mick kicked me to the curb for you.
No. Mick didn't kick you to the curb. You know who he kicked to the curb?
He didn't kick me to the curb. Him, tell the truth. Don't shame it out.
What's that?
You kicked me to the curb for Everson. Because remember, me and you and Bill started.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
No.
Is that right? I didn't know I took your place, man.
We all got kicked to the curb.
Oh, so what is this? This is the consolation podcast.
All right, and
reinvented.
Grambling doesn't lose this week?
No. Why is that, Bill?
I think they got a bye.
There you go.
So and OU's the same way.
Mm-hmm.
OU's got a bye, so we don't lose this week. We wait till next week to lose to Texas.
What about FAMU? Yeah, he said that last week, and then Hawkins has a great day and they win.
I've got to watch these guys. I haven't had time to watch my team.
All right, and so which brings us to our final prediction of the weekend. Missouri plays at Aggie Land.
Whoa.
I don't remember the last time they played in front of 100,000 people.
I don't know. Missouri probably hadn't played in front of combined 100. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, the season is sold out, okay?
This is y'all's moment, brother. This
is
y'all's
moment.
It's
how many did they play?
46,000 seat Faroe Field is sold out this season.
Keep making fun. You got to play us. Just remember that. You got to play us.
Those are the ones that you hate. You know, you got those guys in there. And it's like really quaint.
What did they play?
We always had problems playing at Columbia, Missouri, but little Joe Washington, little hook and lateral touchdown
was never in.
We're gonna have a T-shirt bet on that
really
game, right,
close.
Mickey?
That's right.
Bill's gonna have to wear one of your T-shirts, and you're gonna have to wear one of his.
I don't think he has an Oklahoma T-shirt.
All right, but you got Mizzou winning at Aggieland.
They played in front of 90,000 at AT&T when they beat Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, but that's different. That's a neutral
because
site.
Ohio State.
That's a neutral
It was Ohio
site.
State's JV because everybody else was in the draft.
Yeah. And guess what? At least guys that went to Missouri that were getting drafted played in the game because they liked the school they went to.
Yeah, some of them call that idiocy.
Okay.
Some people call that crazy.
Well, it'll be fun to break it all down on Monday, and it'll be a sleepy-eyed Mickey Spagnola who will be here on Monday at high noon for the next edition of Mick Shots.
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!